So take a step backwards for a little while. Mine is there. Your point of view, Lord. It's something that I can't explain. I remain so wrapped inside you, holding strong, to holding on. Take me back to you. It's been a long time. Oh, every night I think of you. Such a lonely life. I watched you wave goodbye as you drove away. I didn't know that it would be your last time with me. You say, oh, life ain't worth living if nobody cares. You said that all the time. Oh, I'll take a step back, see your staring eyes. I see you on a day you die. Take me back to you. It's been a long time. Although every night I think of you, such a lonely life. Oh, take me back to you. Take me back to you. Oh, come on, man. Good life ain't living if nobody cares. You said that all the time. Oh, I take a step back and see your staring eyes. I see you on the day you died. Take me back to you. It's been a long time. Although every night I think of you, such a lonely life. Whoa, take me back to you. Take me back to you.
Take Me Back, Noiseworks. Direkt här i Stockholm, i Humlegården. Live på Night Flight TV Skandinavien. Vi ska prata med Noiseworks som kommer från Australien.
Live in the park.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
This is wonderful.
Thanks for having
Is this an example of Noiseworks that you like to sort of be close to your roots? You know, that everything is basically your instruments and your voices without any sort of trimmings?
Absolutely.
And a lot of volume.
Yes.
He's the computer in the band. You know, this is the technical whiz.
Right.
As you can see, he was doing
electronic.
Yeah, he was
Right,
doing
yeah.
that bit.
That's
Yes.
right, yeah.
It's very technical.
No,
This-
we like to keep it pretty natural, you know, we
Yeah.
like to play and sing. But certainly acoustics is not an indication of us live. It's more loud and noisy.
Perhaps I should
Indeed,
mention
yes,
as
sorry,
well
Tyler.
before we go any further that we have
Wait.
Kevin, John, Stuart, Justin and Steve, the members of Noiseworks.
Okay,
Yeah. You started as a group, or three of you started as a group called The Change.
Uh-huh.
That was you, John, Stuart and Kevin, is that
That's
right? And you did a song called Forever Young. Was that your own composition?
It was many years ago, it was our own composition and etc. etc. But
Mm.
then the boys here had been working together for a couple of years and they joined us and we've been working together for about 3 years now as the five.
There's
Hard
Noiseworks.
Man.
And you all contribute to the songs on your
Yes,
Debut.
yes we do.
on your debut album, which I can show to the camera
hop on
here
there,
and there. I hope it can be seen. That's it. You've toured in Australia previously, of course.
Lots of time.
Yeah, lots of time. I read somewhere that you even were the support act for a band like the Eurythmics.
That was over a year ago when we first started, just before we recorded that album.
Yes.
We did a couple of shows with them.
That surprised me to a certain extent because their music and yours do differ, really. Did that
They
work
didn't
out
know
well?
that. They didn't know that
They
at the
didn't.
time. Not until we played them. And, oh,
And what
better
did
get
they
those
say
guys
when
off the
they
tour.
found out? They didn't do that, though.
No.
It worked out well, did it?
It was fine.
Great.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Mm.
Yeah.
How was that compared to when you toured with Paul Young afterwards?
That was good fun too. I mean, you know, they're musicians. All musicians are basically alike, you know.
Mm.
Stay up late. And
But I mean,
Have a good
audience-wise, I mean, the audience goes there if they're going there to see the Eurythmics or going there to see Paul Young. But you found that the audience reactions were also very positive.
in Australia, that
Yeah.
was great. We were talking about over a year ago, so it was before the band was sort of
well established in Australia. So it's come a long way since then now in Australia.
You seem to also write songs about different subjects, of course,
right.
not just the standard sort of love subjects. A song like Welcome to the World, for example, is, there seems to be a message in there, for example.
Yeah, I mean, it's a song about people of different cultures and how the world we live in is so different. You can be brought up in a Western type country, say Stockholm, for instance, where it's pretty safe, you know, from childhood, as opposed to being brought up in a Middle East country where you're brought up with a gun in your hand and you're just indoctrinated into a religious syndrome situation where you don't know any better. So the two, never the twain shall meet. It's a cynical look at the world we live in, really. That song.
Do you feel a bit cynical about the world we live in?
Sometimes, depends what side of bed you get up on. And also, as writers, as musicians, we think it's a sort of our responsibility in a way to sort of write about certain issues, if we feel for them, if we believe in them. So that's the main thing. We have to believe in what we're doing. We're going to write a song about the crossing the border from Germany to Paris, where they searched us, went through everything, thought we were a bunch of criminals, drug runners actually. So a song will probably come out of that.
What other interesting experiences of that kind have you had that could be interesting for us to hear during your
Amsterdam
tour
was
of
really interesting. That was good fun.
In what way?
Everybody's out of it. You walk down the street, everybody's sort of, oh yeah man, you want some of this, you want some of that. So that was interesting from that point of view, because drugs in Australia are obviously illegal.
Yes.
So in Amsterdam it seems to be pretty free, and it was weird. People just coming up to you all the time trying to sell you stuff.
Is that good or bad, do you think?
Bad. Yeah.
One thing we noticed as well, that even though the countries vary in appearance and people also vary in appearance and mannerisms, we're all exactly the same.
They all
Exactly
love
the
music.
same. Yeah, they all react the same.
This doggy is really
Can you get this?
well-trained dog. Look at that. Nice doggy. Nice doggy.
Well, we'll leave Noiseworks with our TV Scandinavia dog, I think, and thank you very much. Thank you for doing the song for us.
Cheers.
as well.